Dennis Sid here, your Wrigley Neighborhood Realtor, and you're tuned in to W.W.W, Who's Who in Wrigley, where you get to meet the business owners within our community, see what they're all about, and hopefully get to visit them soon. Dennis Sid here, your Wrigley Realtor, and thank you for tuning in to W.W.W. Today I'm interviewing the owners of PBS Pub and Co. They're going to talk about what kept them going for waiting a year long to open up. They're going to talk about their beer selection, and they're going to talk about what makes Wrigley special. Let us know what you think, leave a comment below, and we look forward to seeing you here soon. Welcome to episode 3, and we're at the PBS Pub and Company, and I'm here with the 3 partners, Kartik, Christine, and Eric.
Well,
So first question I have for you guys is, how did you end up in Wrigley? That's the question I like to start off with, and any one of you is welcome to give us an answer.
well, I'm the first one of the 3 to move to Wrigley. This was back in 2006.
Okay.
And, well, we wanted a house in Long Beach and we wanted an older home. And so we moved here and discovering that the neighborhood is great too. And the neighbors and the people in general, not just Long Beach, but particularly Wrigley and Long Beach is amazing. And so glad to be here.
Awesome. And how did you end up partnering up, or how did you get involved, Kartik?
So it's kind of a funny story. We used to be neighbors and discovered that Eric and I had a mutual passion for brewing.
Okay.
And then as time went on and the life circumstances changes, we ended up moving into their spare bedroom.
Okay.
We were kind of avid entertainers at the home front on the homestead.
Always.
And by chance, we were talking to someone who was hanging out in our backyard, drinking beer, hanging out in the backyard. And they're like, you know what? This place has an awesome vibe. It reminds me of this bar. And I got introduced to my friend. She's selling her bar. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah.
Wow. So that was this bar here. Wow.
Yep.
And had you visited here before?
He had.
Yeah, I'd been here a couple of times.
Yeah.
But it was super exciting. I knew there was this brilliant off-street patio and this amazing space. And it was a great gathering place of, all things Wrigley, or all people Wrigley. So when the opportunity came around, we were like, there's no way we can turn that down.
Yep.
Right. And then was there a time when you guys maybe considered changing the name?
You know what? A lot of people are saying there's 2 groups, there's 2 camps. The ones who had always hung out here, loved the name, and thanked us for keeping the name. And then a lot of people are like, why aren't you changing the name? And we initially thought, yeah, let's give it a year, let's see what we think.
Okay.
And I don't know, it's just that PBS Pub has been around for, 72 years. It started in 1950.
This bar started in 1950?
Yep.
Wow. 1950.
And there's a lot of history here. So, and also PBS Pub and Company. The and company part, it opens it up to so much collaboration.
Okay.
We could change and company to PBS Pub and
Collaboration.
Yeah.
or someone's taco truck, or
Yeah.
someone's arts and crafts or artisanal stuff.
Dennis Sid.
So, or we want to someday partner with, I don't know, having pet adoptions here. So,
Yeah.
Pet fostering. This place has so much opportunity, like Kartik said,
does.
and we want to be very active in being open to ideas, and also bringing the neighborhood together here.
Yep.
And maybe beyond. We'll see.
Definitely. So that's my goal. One of the things is highlighting the businesses in the neighborhood, but I'm excited to have you guys here. There's not a space where my wife and I can walk and hang out, and so I look forward to that being this space here.
Yes.
And inviting as many friends as possible. All right. So this question's for you, Eric. What would you say to somebody that's considering moving to Wrigley or visiting Wrigley? How would you describe the Wrigley District?
I would describe it as a community that feels like a family to me. I mean, I know hundreds of people by their first name within a 4-block to 10-block radius of here.
Wow.
I mean, I know at least 50 dogs by name. And, there's so many wonderful people in this neighborhood, just great people. And I mean, where we live, we know every single person on our block, and every single day when we walk our dog, we go, we talked to somebody, and I go, God, I love our neighbors, Christine.
Yeah.
And she goes, that's what she says, yeah, and she smiles.
Nice.
And I mean, it's just such a wonderful feeling. It's more than just feeling like community. It's feeling like you belong to something, like you're part of a bigger family. And that's what we wanted here at the PBS. We wanted to feel like when you walk in the door, I'm home. I belong here. You know,
Definitely.
I'm
I do.
part of this.
I already feel that welcome feel when I walk in. Definitely,
That's
your
right.
smile is
So
contagious, so
Aw.
that's awesome. In terms of what are you excited about, Kartik or Christine? What is it that you look forward to, or what is your favorite beer on tap or wine that you guys have?
That's a tough one.
So many.
See,
Choose
there's
from the
so
60
many.
plus beers
Yeah,
that
right.
we
We've got 27 beers on tap. We got 40 more in the fridge.
So what do you have there?
This one is Swami's IPA out of Pizza Port.
Okay.
So we've got such a wide selection of like various different things, and the whole idea is to be able to. I mean, we had historic clientele, like people who used to come here for a long time, who like certain things, and we're not going to try to kick anyone out or like rule anyone out or anything like that. But at the same time, there's so many other great beers out there as well. So we kind of started stocking like an even wider variety, and now there really is something for everyone, and
Yes.
everyone has everyone has a place. Every style has a place, and it's just so much more kind of reflective of the energy and the focus and the community element that we're trying to bring to PBS as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually it. Is our beer selection is a reflection of Wrigley. Like, nothing is to upscale or to, we call it macro domestics, right? The buds and everything. Everyone's welcome.
Okay.
Because here's where you let people be who they are.
All
You know,
inclusive.
you don't have to pretend to like craft beer, but you don't have to, if you're a craft beer person, there's something for you. If you like bud, there's something for you. And I think that's the thing with Wrigley is we have a lot of artisans who live here. We have a lot of new families moving in.
Yep.
So it's great. It's great to watch this neighborhood continue to evolve and grow.
Yep.
And to be now an actual part of it where we're not just neighbors but people who serve the neighborhood. That's such a privilege,
It is. It is.
It's pretty great.
It is great, and as they say, their selection is diverse. The neighborhood is very diverse. If you look at the people standing here, you have all different types of nationality, ethnicity. So that speaks volumes when it comes to Wrigley. Is there anything else that you'd like to share, or anything that you're excited about? What would you say to somebody that's outside of the neighborhood that would like to visit? What is something that you'd like to share that you're excited about?
As Kartik said, this place has so much history. So if you want to see what Wrigley was and what Wrigley is, this is one place where you get both. We get what we call the OGs, which is the old crowd,
Yep.
and we get the new people coming in. Like, it's so great to see just a very diverse group come here and all talk.
Yep.
That's the best part is they don't just sit in their own little tables. Everyone mixes together, and that's what makes everything worth it.
Yeah. It is. I mean, it does have a lot of history. I was born and raised in Wrigley, and I think I can remember my mom grabbing my dad out of this place one time. So it does have a lot of history. And I know it took a while to get everything going. What is one of the challenges or struggles, or the beautiful struggle I would call it, as to getting open and getting running? What is an experience that you'd like to share with somebody that may not know what you guys had to go through in order to get this place open? Because I'm sure you had many trials, tribulations.
Yeah. No, okay.
So just share something that comes to mind when I ask you
Let's
that.
do a quick timeline rundown here. So we started escrow in July 2020, and we didn't close until August 2021.
Wow.
So July
Over a
2020,
year.
we were thinking September, our lives are going to change forever. We're going to be running a bar. But obviously that didn't happen until February 2022. But, and since we got the keys in August, we've been working on this place.
We did a year's worth of work in 6 months,
Yeah.
basically here.
Ourselves, pretty much. For the most
Almost
part,
our
family and friends helped us. I mean, shout out to some neighbors like Justin and Bobby and Dave and Carol. So many families have come to help us.
Larry Brown, man.
Larry
I
Brown,
can't speak
yeah,
in volumes
who grew up in Long Beach
enough
too.
about this guy.
Shout out Larry.
Yeah, and the old regulars were coming in giving us feedback. So
Nice.
Blackie and CT and the previous owner Amy, we try to listen to everyone and respect PBS for what it was. And we upcycled a lot of the things that we removed.
Yeah.
We brought them back.
Okay.
If you look
Yeah.
around, a lot of it's what was
The only
already
thing
here.
missing are the animal heads, but I'm thinking a lot of people won't miss that.
Yeah.
So anyway,
We tried to respect her past while giving her a fresh face for the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that because you're keeping the tradition, but also you have to add your own touch. And you
Yes.
guys are totally different people, so you want to
Uh-huh.
do it how you do it. So if
Yeah.
you're gonna visit here if it's one reason for them hanging in there a year to get things going, a lot of people probably would have stopped once they found out. So I respect that. What would you tell to a potential business owner that's thinking about moving to Wrigley? How would you advise them, or what would you tell them about Wrigley if they wanted to move their business to Wrigley?
I would say that I feel we're very lucky to be a small business here. A lot of our neighbors are very dedicated champions and advocates for small businesses. If they see something small open, they would rush to support it. And that's just part of what Eric and Kartik say. It's not just a neighborhood, it's a family. And we're lucky to be part of it, and we
We're grateful.
encourage anyone thinking about it to come and dive in.
Dive in.
Water's great, and it's fun to be here.
Perfect.
This has the potential to be the next Bixby Knowles here, and there's no reason it couldn't be. And the community just loves their small businesses and support their small businesses, us, and everybody in this area. So if you're thinking about it, come and check out the small businesses that are here and say hi, and you'll be family as soon as you walk in the door. And that's what it's all about here in this community. It's a community, it's a family, it's a melting pot. It's just wonderful.
Definitely.
It's Wrigley.
It's Wrigley,
Welcome to Wrigley.
the Rigs.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your time. I know you guys are busy. I'm excited for the launch. I
Uh-huh.
will try my best to be
Be
here.
here.
So thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you guys here. I'll
you
be
for
supporting
having us.
and telling everybody to come. So thank you so much.
You're so
Yeah,
welcome.
appreciate it, guys.
And you're definitely very welcome. Thank you. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
No problem. I'm excited.
Thank you for having us.